What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today's video is going to be a little bit different as I am shooting from home because I am in isolation. I did catch COVID. So guys, take that very seriously because it is no joke. So the show must go on. So I still have to shoot content some way, somehow. And we're going to be doing it from inside my isolation room. So I hope you guys enjoy this video. I am having a good time shooting content in my room. It is pretty nice not have to drive and go to the bowling center and everything. So today we're going to do a tier list. Now, I took this idea directly from Darren Tang, so I don't think I'm trying to rip him off or anything. I hit him up, asked him what site he uses for this tier list, and he gave me the information. I am going to leave a link down below to his videos where he does his tier list, so you guys can kind of check him out for yourself as well. So it's no secret that I have been loving throwing the SPI brand balls. So in today's video, I'm going to take every single SPI brand balls, meaning all the Storm balls, Roto Grip balls, and 900 Global balls, that I have thrown since I became a free agent, and I'm going to rank them into one of 5 tiers. Now, the bottom tier is the hate tier. These are bowling balls that I never matched up with from the jump, okay? Then the next tier up is going to be the tier, which is not balls that I really like, not balls that I really hate, kind of just that they're okay. Then the next tier in the middle is going to be the like tier. These are going to be balls that I neither love nor I dislike. They're just kind of like, yeah, they're great balls. Then the next tier up is going to be the love category. These are the balls that I absolutely love. They go with me almost everywhere I go. These are the best of the best. And then the top category is the GOAT category. Now, these aren't necessarily the greatest bowling balls of all time or anything like that. These are just some of my absolute favorite bowling balls that I threw this year, some of which may even end up being on my all-time great list. So if you guys like this video, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, hit that notification bell. And if you'd like to see more videos like this where I'm just here talking into the camera, just let me know in the comments. I think that'd be pretty cool. And then let me know in the comments if you guys are surprised by some of the placements of some of these bowling balls, because it'd be interesting to see how they differ, my list from your list. And then down below in the description, there's going to be a link where you can order any of the bowling balls featured, except like maybe 2 or 3 of them I'm looking at that are either discontinued or that are overseas. So, but everything else your bowling needs, anything bowling related, if you use the link in the description, it is a direct way to help support the channel, and I would super appreciate it. You guys know I'm trying to do this full time, and I can't do it without you. I mean, geez, I'm doing it from my home with COVID. So that just goes to show you how much I love this. All right, so we're going to go ahead and turn it around here. We're going to start taking a look at some of these bowling balls. The first ball we're going to take a look at is the IQ Tour Solid. Now, there is no denying, no secret, that the IQ Tour Solid is one of the greatest bowling balls ever made. It has been around for so many years. But I haven't really thrown it a whole lot since I've been a free agent. I've been throwing so many bowling balls. That one just hasn't been in my mandatory arsenal. But if I was bowling a really important tournament, it would 100% be in the bag. So this is going to go into my love category. Okay. Then the next ball on the list is the IQ Tour Nano Pearl. Now, I think this was the second bowling ball that I drilled after becoming a free agent. And I definitely liked it. I didn't hate it, didn't love it. I think this is going to go into my like category, okay? Then the Altered Reality. Guys, no secret. This goes automatically into the GOAT. Now, again, it's not one of the greatest balls of all time. It's just one of those balls that I have just super meshed with since I became a free agent. Then the next ball we're going to take a look at here is the Fast Pitch by Storm. Now, I've drilled a lot of urethane balls, and the Fast Pitch for me it just isn't it. It's definitely not my favorite urethane ball. I'm actually going to put the Fast Pitch into the hate category. I hovered between the and the hate category. So ended up in the hate. Dislike that ball. Don't match up with it. Not saying it's a bad ball. I just don't match up with it. So then the next ball on the list is the Electrify Solid. Now, before the Hustle Camo came out, this Electrify Solid might have been in that love category. But I'm going to put it in the like category. I like it, don't love it, don't hate it. Then the next ball here is the Honey Badger Intensity. And this is one of those bowling balls that I really wish I either would have drilled it sooner or would have never been discontinued, because I really enjoyed throwing it in the brief amount of time that I did have it. So I'm going to put that in the like category as well. Hustle Camo's next. Guys, you know how much I love this ball. GOAT status. Then the next ball is the Hyped Hybrid. So I got to be honest with you guys. I drilled the Hyped Hybrid. I reviewed it. I didn't think it was so bad. I didn't think it was too terrible. But I haven't thrown it once since I reviewed it. So this is going to go into that category. I didn't hate it when I reviewed it. Didn't love it. I can't really put it in the like category because I haven't thrown it. Now, the High Road Gold. This is the overseas version of the High Road Pearl. It's the same core that's in the High Road, but it's the Nano Pearl cover stock instead of the R2S Pearl. I'm going to put this one in the like category. Then the High Road Pearl. Oh, High Road Pearl. It's definitely not a GOAT ball for me, but it's definitely one of the greatest balls ever made. I'm going to put it in the love category. I love the High Road Pearl. It's not one of those absolutely mandatory go with me everywhere I go, like the Altered, like the Hustle Camo. Next ball is the Idol Helios. I'm on the fence with the Idol Helios. I go between loving it and liking it. It's definitely not a GOAT ball for me. I'm just going to put it in the like category. Now, the next ball is the Off-White Mix. So I drilled a mix, and I'm going to put this in the category. And the reason I do that is because I go back and forth between whether I'm going to use a spare ball, whether I'm going to use a urethane ball, whether I'm going to use a regular reactive resin ball, whatever I'm throwing at the time. So because of that, I'm just going to put it in the category, because if I'm not using a spare ball at the time, then it's a complete waste of a ball in my arsenal. Now, the next ball we're going to take a look at is the Phase 2. This is a ball that's going to be in the love category. It's a ball that's going to travel with me to all the important tournaments, but it's not my favorite ball right now. If I was doing this list maybe 5 years ago, it definitely would have been up there for me. Oh, excuse me. Let me take a sip of this. Powerade is not a sponsor of this channel. So now the next ball we're going to take a look at is the Pitch Black. Now the Pitch Black is probably my second favorite urethane ball that I have right now. Behind, I'll let you guys guess what the first one's going to be. So because of that, the Pitch Black is going to be also in the love category. It's a ball that's going to go with me to every single big tournament. But again, it's not one of those all-time great ones for me. Dark Code, easily. I hate that ball. Sorry. I just do not like the Dark Code at all. It never matched up with my game. I drilled two of them, two different layouts, different surfaces. When I was throwing the ball really good, when I wasn't throwing the ball very good, it consistently, I didn't love it. And I actually gave it away in one of my videos. So that just goes to show you how much I really don't like that ball. Then the next ball is the Pro Motion. And I got this ball on a really big recommendation from one of my good friends, Luke, who, if you guys have never seen his channel, I'll leave a link down below in the description. Luke Rosdahl makes some of the best bowling content on the internet. I don't care what anyone says. And the Pro Motion is one of his favorite balls, and it is one of my favorite balls. It is one of those, like, if this ball was still around, I'd probably have 5 or 6 of them. I'm actually going to put this in the GOAT category as well. I don't get a chance to throw it a whole lot because I only have one, so I want to make sure that I can preserve that ball. Then the next ball is the Reality. And the Reality isn't going to be in the GOAT category, but I think I am going to put it in the love category. It's probably my favorite asymmetrical solid that I've thrown in the last, I don't know, 4 or 5 years. Probably since the Sherlock or since the Alpha Crux, which, by the way, let me show you guys this right here. See this Storm Alpha Crux undrilled. If I had drilled this before I made this video, it would automatically be in the GOAT category. I have 11 300s total, 5 of them with the Alpha Crux. The very first regional I ever cashed was with the Alpha Crux. So the fact that the Reality would probably be second to the Alpha Crux is a really good thing. So I'm going to put it in that love category. Now the Rst X2, God, this is another one where I go between love and like. I'm not really sure if I love it or if I just like it. It doesn't see a whole lot of lane play for me because I throw the High Road Pearl just so much more, because where the Rst X2 would be good, I think that the High Road Pearl is just better. And then sometimes the X2 can be just a little bit too strong. So actually, I'm going to end up putting it in the category. Because the more I talk about it, the lower on this list I want to put it. Then there's the Rst X1. Now, the X1 would probably be my second favorite control asymmetrical ball if the reality wasn't a thing. So I'm going to put it in the like category. I haven't thrown it a whole lot, but I know that it's there, if that makes sense. Now we're going to get into the Rubicon Uc3. Guys, it's my favorite urethane ball that I've ever thrown. Easy slot for me in the GOAT status. Now we're going to take a look at the Supernatural. I drilled the Supernatural when I compared it to the Uc3 in my then versus now video. And I was surprised at just how freakishly weak that ball is. So I'm going to put it in my category because I think it's better than the fast pitch, but it's very, very niche. I don't hate the Supernatural. I think if my rev rate was a little bit higher, or if I was really comfortable playing like the absolute twig, I think the Supernatural could be really, really good. Now the next ball we're going to take a look at is the Trend, the Belmo Ball. I'm going to put that in the like category. I don't love the Trend. I definitely don't dislike it. Then the Trend 2 is going to be pretty much similarly to it. When I first reviewed it, I remember I had a 19 bagger in that first review, and I thought that it was going to be the greatest bowling ball of all time. And then just since then, I've drilled other things that have ended up taking kind of its place in the bag. Like I like the High Road Pearl just so much more in the situation when I would throw the Trend 2. And then I can't warrant having the Trend 2 and the High Road Pearl in the same bag, especially for League. Then the next one we're going to take a look at is the Ufo Alert. I love the Ufo Alert. When I bowled the doubles regional, the member, non-member doubles, excuse me guys. When I bowled the member, non-member doubles with Michael Martell, that Ufo Alert absolutely saved my behind when I went to it. It was such a good ball. Haven't really thrown it much since then, just because it's a little strong for what I bowl on. But I know that it's there when I need something that's strong like that. So that's why I'm going to put it into my love category. The Wolverine, it's very similar to a High Road Pearl, but a little bit less than a High Road Pearl. I think it's more than like, but I think it's less than love. So I'm going to end up putting it in the love category anyway, but just know that the High Road Pearl might be a little bit higher on the list, if that makes sense. Then the next ball we're going to take a look at is the Zen, and the Zen is automatically going to go to the GOAT ball. It is an absolute fantastic bowling ball, and it is going to end up one of my favorite bowling balls of all time. It reminds me of like a stronger Marvel Pearl, where it's a shiny ball that's a pearl that's designed to be a little bit longer, designed to be a little bit angular, but it's still very smooth in the grand scheme of things. Then the last ball we're going to take a look at here is the Zen Master, and it's going to go into the hate category. I was not a fan of the Zen Master. When I first reviewed it, I matched up with it a little bit, but then the more and more games I put on it, the less and less I liked it. Other balls that would be like in the similar category, I just like so much more, like the Phase 2, like the Idle Helios. I would even rope in the Honey Badger Intensity into that same kind of category, and they just all seem to be so much better than the Zen Master for me. So guys, there's going to be my list. I got 5 balls in the GOAT, 7 in the love, 7 in the like, 4 in the and 3 in the hate. Now, if any of these bowling balls you guys think should have been in a different category or in a different slot than what you guys would put it in for your list, don't take this list personal or anything like that. This is the beauty of bowling, okay? Some of the balls that I would consider some of my all-time greats might be some of the ones that you guys hate the most, and vice versa. And I think that's the beautiful part about bowling, that some of the bowling balls that I love, you guys can hate, and vice versa. And honestly, it's a beautiful thing. So if you guys like this video, let me know in the comments. I can continue to do some of these tier videos. Let me know what you guys want to see me rank, and if you guys are interested, I'll do more of them, because I think this is actually a pretty cool little experience for me. So click right here to watch one of my other videos. click right here to subscribe. Thank you guys for joining me in this video. I super appreciate it. And like I keep telling you guys, I cannot do this without you guys. Thank you guys so much.